Okay, we're back at the Haven's Fall mission. I'm destroying the second Zerg infestment so far. I'm gonna have to do 5
Infestation
to get my achievement for hard. This is the 9th mission, if you're following in my footsteps. Somehow you were unable to get this mission at your 9th mission.
Yeah, I still don't understand that.
You had to do it as your, 10th or 11th?
I don't know about number, but I did it before the dig. I didn't have the option to do this.
Yeah. So that was kind of weird, but if you follow the order I did, shouldn't be too hard.
I did this after the dig. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. So I guess I had to struggle with the overnight one 28 days later.
Yeah.
28 minutes later.
Oh, yeah.
And you had to struggle with the dig
because you didn't have Reavers.
Vikings, yeah.
So. Well, the dig wasn't terrible without Vikings. It was tougher than it should have been, though.
Yeah.
I was flying the barracks over to get vision.
I can't believe you even thought of that.
I've seen pro players do it. It's always something kind of in the recesses of my mind. You know?
Well, see that these big guys are coming?
Yeah.
That's because I haven't destroyed that thing next to me yet,
okay.
which is probably stupid at this point, because I've got easily a big enough army to take care of it. So I'll probably do that next, hopefully. I'm smart.
You know, I was going to make fun of you for not using the hotkeys enough. I still see you clicking to buy stuff. I think it's kind of helpful for watching the videos, actually.
Oh, to see what I'm doing?
It's exactly what you're doing. If it was me, it's flying through and, hotkeying really quick. I mean...
Like watching a pro player?
Yeah, like watching a pro player. Well,
idea.
Except I'm not even close to pro, but still I'm faster than you. I mean, I don't mean that as a put down, I'm just saying.
No, I have brain issues of converting thoughts into keystrokes.
Well, it just comes with practice. Still, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, you need to start using the move screen with them.
Oh, I start using that. You'll see in the first Protoss mission, you can tell I'm kind of still working on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really helpful for those, for the hero missions, especially Dota, when you have to follow one unit.
Yeah, so
really
basically, you could turn your mouse wheel if you push it as a button. Basically, what it acts as is a hand tool, like a hand tool in Photoshop, where it grabs a spot, and then if you pull, it moves the map around. You grab that one spot's now stationary. I think it's hard to explain.
It is hard to explain, but as soon as you do it,
if you know Photoshop,
it's in the options. It's use mouse wheel to move screen,
and you have to invert it to get it to feel like the hand tool in programs.
Yeah, I honestly hadn't used that in any other program.
Really?
No. But it's very helpful, and it's so much easier to move to navigate around the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of using an iPhone, putting your finger down and dragging.
Yeah, that's
same kind of concept, but it's with a mouse, and you can go past
so
where your finger can go.
It doesn't replace permanently, but it does. I do not put my mouse on the side of the screen anymore.
Yeah.
Ever.
So it does replace permanently.
Well, it doesn't turn it off, is what I'm saying.
Oh, right.
But I never put my mouse on the side of the screen anymore.
Well, yeah, it's kind of weird getting used to. Making a slow transition.
Oh, it definitely took me a while to get used to it, to think that way, because I've been playing Starcraft 1. I don't even remember if that was an option in Starcraft 1.
I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
When I played Starcraft 1, I never researched anything. I just taught myself how to play.
When we first started playing Starcraft, we were pretty young, and I never really...
that was 12 years ago.
Well, then and now even sometimes, we would just play fun maps. We would never do, the real game.
Or we have to resource manage.
Yeah, we have to resource manage. We would always just do big game hunting.
As much money as you could possibly get.
Exactly.
Build 10-minute no rush.
Yeah.
Just build the biggest army you can and send it to the middle.
10-minute no rush. I have not done one of those yet.
No.
I have done a couple resource or money maps on this game, but not nothing like that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, they still are fun. I actually did a pretty fun money map. It's called Two versus the World, and there's I think 12 computers or 10 computers, and like 2 people, but you have a very like fortified base, and just like tons of super rich mineral deposits and a lot of gas and all the resources you need. And then like they have to funnel through a choke point.
Oh, so it's just like annihilation.
Yeah, you put like cannons up on the wall, and you have to like kind of like venture out and destroy their bases. And
that sounds fun.
it's pretty fun. Yeah.
So you got a pretty good army of Vikings at this point. So basically, so what you have to do on top of stopping those infestations is kill the 3 Zerg bases.
Yeah.
And now that I have an army this big, I can basically walk all over their bases.
And I think it's not too specific about destroying their bases. I think you just have to destroy the hatchery.
Oh, really?
I would imagine.
I think that's probably right, because there's little markers on each hatchery.
But, yeah, so you probably could have saved, a tenth of a second by flying around behind the hatchery, dropping the Vikings on their mineral line.
Yeah, I did like the Havens, or the Safe Haven version of this level better. It, I don't know, it seemed more challenging. This one, it was just like, if you mass Vikings, you're not gonna have any problems.
The other one has a little bit of a clock.
Yeah, there's a big thing of clock.
Yeah.
Because you have to finish that mothership off before it can...
And then the mothership uses that freaking vortex move that destroys half my army while it's hovering over that last... or the colony that I need to save.
Yeah.
No. And then it warps in all those freaking stalkers, too.
Yeah. It's a powerful ship.
Oh, yes it is. I don't play Protoss very much. I didn't realize that those things put out the field that the pylons do. You know what I mean? Because it was warping in the stalkers right underneath it.
Yeah. That's not available in multiplayer, is it?
The mothership? It is.
Wow. You don't see that too often.
No, you don't. Well, you can only make one. It's a pretty high-tech unit. And it's very expensive. What it does is it can warp in any units to itself. So, what was the unit that was like that in Starcraft I? You would always do it with...
Arbiters?
Is it an Arbiter? Yeah, that cloaks everything underneath it.
Yeah, you do an Arbiter and Reaper, or to warp in Reapers?
Yeah, exactly. And the
Reavers.
And the mothership in multiplayer cloaks all the units underneath it.
Oh, wow.
So, I don't think it does that on here, though.
I knew Raynard'd save us!
Reavers.
Reavers, those were my unit, man.
Yeah,
they look just like the Zerg slug. You know the Zerg slug in this one? That like shoots green poop at you, slows you down, or stops you.
Yep, and it can spawn
infested
marines. Yeah.
Ready to blunder.
So I am putting an SCV at this base. I'm probably gonna get killed by little Zerglings before this creep goes away, but I was just gonna put an extra command center, get a few extra minerals.
Oh.
You don't have to do it.
Okay. No, that's a good idea. I ended up doing that on the base to the right instead of the top, because I killed the base on the top first. Or last, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
That is a lot of Vikings.
Yeah, man, Vikings are pretty awesome. I guess we're pretty close to the end of this video, but I got a funny Viking story.
I can't wait.
Yeah, alright.
Ready to blunder. Transformation systems primed.